Welcome to Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show, and we'll be focusing on the Versailles Tigers this week. We got head coach Jason Ollison in with us. Coach, thank you for making the trip. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
We love it every time.
Always fun to have you here. The High School Basketball Coaches Show, as always, brought to you by the great folks at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, Hy-Vee, both in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, our Vet at the Lake, and the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, part of RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks. So the Versailles Tigers, your Tigers, having a pretty darn good season here. There was a stretch, I think, where you won like 9 of 11 games over the last month.
Yeah, it's a fun group. The kids really enjoy playing with each other, and they're fun to coach. We've got a bunch of kids with a lot of experience, so they know what to expect of me, and I know what to expect of them, and that makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, how many years have you been doing this all-out run-and-gun offense? Have you done that all your career, or did you just switch?
We've always wanted to play fast and run everywhere I've been. The last couple of years, we've had enough players to where we could kind of amp it up even a little bit more and make it a little more crazy. But this is really the second year that we've kind of just committed full on to, pressure defense and shoot as quick as you can get it and go rebound the thing.
Boy, and that is fun. It's fun for us to call. And we at Lake TV, we've got 3 of your games coming up. February 4th, Friday, we've got you at Osage, I think. And then we've got you home to Hallsville on Tuesday, February 8th, and then home to Warsaw on the 9th. So you'll be seeing a lot of us.
Yeah, that'll be good. Boys always enjoy it.
That is fun. So has the team been growing, progressing the way you wanted them to?
Yeah, we're doing a pretty good job. We've got off some slow starts this last week or so and had to claw ourselves back. But, these guys have a lot of character, and they show it. When we get down, they don't give up. They understand that things will turn just as fast as for the good as just as fast as they turn for the bad, and that's that makes it easy for me. The other night at California, we got down 20 in the first quarter, and you just got to keep a calm demeanor about yourself, and the boys stay calm, and we scratched and clawed our way back, and third quarter we had to lead, and we played it from there. So it's fun. I enjoy it. These guys are as fun a group of kids as I've had since I've been at Versailles. They just they're a little goofy and a little ornery sometimes, but they're a fun group.
That's part of what makes it worth it, though, I'm guessing. Well, and you mentioned that California team. That's a really good California team. I think right now they've only got like 2 losses on the season. You came back from 20 down, had a lead, I think only lost by like 2 points. Yeah. So you're right there with the upper echelon teams in the conference in this part of the state.
Yeah, when we shoot the ball well, we're as competitive as anybody around. At California, we were 7 of 51 from the arc, and so that made it a little tougher. But we rebounded the ball, and we finally decided to sit down and play some defense, and we were able to get our way back. And that's what's cool about this group is it's not just one way to win. Last year if we didn't make threes, we weren't going to win.
Right.
And this year we can shoot bad and still win because we're willing to go rebound, we're willing to play defense and do some different things.
Yeah, and that's cool. So you have that run and gun offense. How do you practice that? Okay, because you're running all the time, fast breaking, you're shooting up threes all the time. So in coach, it's not the normal practice where you run your offense and you shoot from the elbow or something. No. How do you practice that?
We start every practice, every kid gets 100 threes the first 15, 20 minutes of practice so that we kind of get loose and get going. Our practice times aren't very long. We don't have a lot of we're not really specific offensively. We just want to get down there and get guys open. And so, we'll scrimmage for 20, 30 minutes and get them up and down the floor, giving them breaks in between so they get used to being off the court and then back on the court and things like that. But, with this group, hour and 15 minutes of practice and we're ready to move on. Now our younger guys, we do a lot more fundamental work with them, and we're trying to get them ready so that they can step up and do it. But our older guys try to keep their legs fresh and keep them excited about playing.
Right, and the way you play, you want them to be in shape because they're running.
Yeah, and we take care of that in the preseason. We do a lot of conditioning stuff in the preseason, and most of it's with the basketball so that they're enjoying it and having fun. And this time of year, the games kind of take care of themselves as far as conditioning. We just try to keep their legs fresh, and we get them in the weight room and make sure they're doing the things they need to do in there, and it just kind of flows.
Good to be a kid, isn't it? Or you can just run all day and not even think about it.
Right.
So who have been the guys getting it done for you so far?
We've gotten contributions from just about everybody. It's been really good, and we've got our scorers, Ryder Williams and Justin Hamrick. They put the ball in the hole for us really well, and we got our rebounders, Eli Goliath, Trace Murdoch, those guys, Reese Murdoch. They're going and getting the ball, and then we've got our guys that take care of the basketball for us, Cole V. Brock and Cole Wilson, and we've got some guys that do just a little bit of everything. Adam Ratcliffe's one of those kids that he's always got 5 or 6 rebounds, 5 or 6 steals, 5 or 6 assists. He doesn't score a bunch of points for us, but he does a whole bunch of little things for us, and it's fun. And the guys are starting to understand that it doesn't matter if you're the guy scoring 30. You can go get 8 rebounds and 4 steals and help us just as much because it takes all of them.
Right, absolutely, man. What a fun game. I mean, if you haven't seen Versailles play yet, you got to see that on Lake TV because we got 3 of their games coming up. So we're talking about the Versailles Tigers. Coach Ollie with us. We'll have more here on the High School Basketball Coaches Show right after this. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee in Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle.
Hey Jess,
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Join us for some great high school basketball Friday night. Lake TV brings you the annual on-court grudge match between Osage and Versailles, the Indians and Tigers. This one's going to be fun, so be sure to catch all the action live on all 5 Lake TV platforms. Join us for the COMC pregame show just before tip-off Friday, February 4th. This live high school basketball game of the week is brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland Furniture, Mike Eitman, State Farm Insurance, Hy-Vee in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, Jerry Phillips Movement Mortgage, Ozark Homes, Sunrise Movers, our Vets at the Lake, Vera Cruz Restaurant, Surdike Yamaha, SRG Financial Advisors, LakeExpo.com, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Welcome back to Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show. We are focusing on the Versailles Tigers. Coach Ollie with us, Jason Ollison, just a great coach. And we have so much fun calling their games because they're just up and down, never slows down. And when you guys are down by 20, and I've said it on the air before, don't go away because I'm guaranteed Versailles will come back and this will be a game.
We kind of hang our hat on that. We're
Yeah.
not going to be a team that's going to give up. We're going to play 32 minutes. Every night, every single night, and there's times whenever it gets out of control late and we got a little lead and I start to get a little worried, but that's what we are. We're going to go, and it's entertaining, it's fun. I get bored with the typical slow down basketball, and I'm blessed with kids that like to run, and it makes sense for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have to have a lot of confidence. I mean, you've got a nice, good record. Like I said earlier, you went through a stretch where you won 9 of 11 or something. But even your losses, I think 2 of your losses this year have come to a Eugene team that was undefeated, ranked number 1 in the state. And you were in both those games, could have won both those games.
Yeah, we've got guys, they don't worry so much about who we're playing. It's just going to go out and do our thing and let it go. We know we've got good players. We know we've got a good system that we're trying to implement, and our guys try not to focus on the negative stuff. They just try to keep everything focused on what we can do to be successful.
Absolutely. And we're getting to that point of the season. We're kind of getting to the stretch drive here. Playoffs aren't too far off. Looking ahead to districts, you guys are in a pretty tough district. I mean, we've got a California team that is like 14-2, 15-2, and they just barely slipped by you. A Buffalo team which you have beat, Osage, which is really coming on strong. They knocked off Eugene the other night, and you've got them coming up. You can see that game on Lake TV. So it's going to be a fun district tournament.
Oh, it's going to be competitive. The hardest part of that district is going to be seeding the thing because everybody's so stinking good, and it's going to be, every game's going to be competitive. It's going to be a good time. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it's weird. The classes are different. In Missouri, it's strange because football, you guys are a small, like Class 2, I believe, football team. And in basketball, you're Class 4?
Right.
So, wow, you jump up, it's the bigger schools, it's the tougher schools, and that makes the playoffs a little bit tougher, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're one of the biggest Class 2s in football. We're one of the smallest Class 3s in baseball and softball, and we're one of the smallest Class 4s in basketball. And it's just, a number of schools that are playing this different sports. So many more small schools play basketball than play football, and so that's why we get bumped up a little higher in the classification.
I was wondering about that. Okay. Do you think this team can win a district title?
Absolutely. Yeah. We've got all the tools there. We got to find consistency. We got to go out and play 4 quarters of defense and shoot the basketball the way we're capable of.
As a coach, do you hang your hat on things like that, winning district titles and stuff like that, or does that just kind of, you don't really pay much attention to that?
Our guys, we put a lot of focus on the postseason. We want to do well in the conference. We want to do well through the season, but our main focus is doing well in the playoffs because that's the fun time of basketball, and nobody wants their season to end. So you want to win every game towards the end. That's for sure. But for me personally, I'm just here for the kids. I really enjoy watching them progress and do things. I want every one of our kids to be able to pick that plaque up at the end of the district tournament and say we won and be able to call themselves district champions. But for me, it's just about developing kids and making sure that these guys are on the right path.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the district not that far off, you play several of these teams down the stretch. Do you like to play them like Osage and whatnot closer to the district tournament, or would you rather have them earlier in the season?
With this system, it really doesn't matter because we're just kind of going. Now, when we were playing a little more traditional, there was times where I didn't really want to play all the teams in our district because there were certain things that I knew that we could do well, and I didn't want to show the hand so much.
Right.
But with this group, there's no secret what we're going to do. We're going to go pressure you, we're going to go shoot the basketball, and we're going to try to rebound it. And so, everybody knows what to expect for us, and we have a pretty good plan for what we're going to do to other teams.
Right. So as a coach, you had to be watching that NFL playoff game, the Chiefs and Bills the other night. That might have been the single best NFL playoff game ever.
Yeah.
You're watching that as a coach. Is there anything you can use from that to take to your kids?
I mean, yeah, there's so many things that you can use those professional athletes in the way that they carry themselves when pressure situations come on. But the quote that Mr. Mahomes said that his coach told him that when things look grim, be the grim reaper. I thought that's one of the best quotes I've heard in a while. That,
wow.
Down 3 points with 13 seconds. Don't worry about how bad things are going to be. Just go put a knife in somebody and finish the thing. And that's awesome.
That's a good quote. I hadn't heard that quote. Yep. That's amazing. You guys over at Versailles have a pretty tight-knit group. You and the football coach over there, you guys are fairly tight. In fact, you're going to be coaching baseball together, I think, right?
Yep. Coach Seitz does a wonderful job with those kids. And we talk all the time whenever we're talking as a staff, not just the basketball staff, but we include all the coaching staffs. Mr. Middleton, our AD, does a wonderful job of keeping us all kind of together. But, we put plans in place for each kid from one season to the next and we all want all our kids to play as many sports as possible, which makes coaching so much easier when you know that the other coaches are supporting your program as well.
Absolutely. And boy, it sure makes life a lot funner, easier when you have people getting along like that, I guess, because it's not that way everywhere you go.
Right. Yeah. There's been places that I've been to where the football coach didn't want their kids playing basketball and things like that, and I just think that does a disservice for the kids. I mean, if they want to go out and play and be kids, let them play. You don't get very many years, don't get very many games of getting to play, and then you end up being a washed-up old man like me trying to coach them, and just so you can stay in the game. So, but no, I really enjoy being at Versailles. It's a great group of people.
Excellent, Coach. As always, thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you when Lake TV carries your games coming up in the next few weeks.
Thank you guys very much.